Hello, today I have the privilege of interviewing Liz Cowan Furman, owner and operator of the family style motel in DuBois, Wyoming, the Black Bear Inn. She's agreed to answer a few questions about her business and how she got where she is today with it. So, first question is, how did you come into the motel business?
By default. Actually, my in-laws ran it for 25 years, and then we hired managers to run it for them, and it didn't work out so well. And so after 5 shots at that, we decided if you want someone to do it right, you have to do it yourself in this regard. Nobody cares about your stuff like you do. So we took it back over, and that was 10 seasons ago, and we had a lot of work to do. So
Okay, so you've been running it for 10 seasons now?
yeah, this was our 10th season.
Okay. So you said you came into it through family business. What was your inspiration for keeping it and keeping it going rather than just selling it off?
Well, it had been pretty much destroyed by the previous managers, and so it wouldn't have sold for very much, for one thing. And we really felt bad for my mother-in-law, who we love, and so we decided that for her, we would fix it back up, and then that she'd get more money for it later. And not really realizing that it is a hoot. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it is so fun, and we're pretty good at it. So it turned out good. Pretty good.
Okay. So you said that it was a little under the weather when you first came into it. How many
Now,
rooms? How many rooms did you first have when you opened it? When you first opened it,
one.
there's one room open.
And we did it on VRBO because you couldn't really have a motel with one room. That would be kind of basish. So anyway, so we just put it on VRBO and rented it. And the first year we had just the apartment. Then we had the apartment plus 3, apartment plus 6, then 7. Now we have 11. So,
Okay, that's awesome. How were you able to get that transitional period from when you first came into it with one room to now having 11 rooms open? How how long did it take to get from there to here, and how were you able to finance all that and outsource the labor? Did you hire people out to do it, or did you do most of it yourself?
well, we couldn't outsource it because it's a very remote area and nobody will come. I mean, it's like you can't get people to come there because
Okay.
it's right by Yellow. That's one thing. I mean, if you can't get someone to come, well, anyway, we couldn't do that, so we did it ourselves. And so we, most of it. I mean, there's a few things that we had to have done, but okay, I don't do electrical, but everything else we did ourselves. We put every dime it made for all this time. We put every dime back into it, and we still will do that for several more years, I think, probably, because my husband has a job, so we are trying to fix it up so that later when we get it, when we want to retire and run it, it'll be all fixed up and awesome. So
All right. So if you go online and look at anything about the Black Bear Inn, any reviews or anything, it's basically 5 stars across the board. How were you able to turn around? I mean, a motel with one room into a place like it is now in such a short time, 10 seasons.
well, it doesn't seem like a short time. I probably know a lot of people, but we're only for 4 months a year, and so if you crunch that down, it's not 10 seasons. It's more like 10 years. It's like just a few months, really. I think basically it's customer service. I mean, it's immaculately clean in the rooms, and that is huge to everybody who stays in the motel. That's what I want. I want to be clean. I don't want to see someone's hair or anything gross. I mean, I want it to be clean.
Yeah.
So we were really careful to make it clean. And then we sort of happened upon the s'mores thing, which okay, so we were just going to go down and make s'mores one night, and when we had one room, and so we just invited the one guest we had to come down and make s'mores with us, and they were so excited. They got so excited about it. We were like, hey, this might be something. We sort of fell into the s'mores thing. We just sort of started doing it every night, and that has been the most amazing thing because you sit down by the fire, the water bubbles by, the fire crackles low. People will tell you their entire life story. It's been an incredible ministry opportunity for one thing, but the other thing is that it has been so awesome because you make friends down there. Your guests become your friends, and your friends don't steal from you. They write good reviews. They come back. They become your friends, and so we have all these people that are coming back year after year now, and that to me, when when we have the whole motel full of repeat people every year, that's when we're able to succeed. I think, because it's like, it becomes like a family. We're down there making s'mores and cooking on the grill, and
Yeah.
it's just so fun. It's just really a
Yeah.
So
you said you do s'mores. What is? I mean, that's not a typical motel activity. You said you came at it just by like happenstance, just out of the blue, just one day. But I mean,
Well,
what
because
decided
on the
you to
river.
keep doing that? I mean, that's kind of a unique thing.
Well, we're on the river. It's so beautiful down there. It's my favorite place on the planet. The water's right there. There's a big, huge fire pit that the kids have dug out even deeper now, so it's really cool. There's like a really cool fire pit. We have picnic tables all down there. We put lights in the trees, so it's like Berryville down there. I mean, just at night, it's just magic down there. People sometimes bring their guitars. We've had bands come. I mean, it's like the motel, so they just bring down their guitar and play. It's just incredible.
No, that's cool.
But it started out that we were going to make s'mores, and we invited our guests to come. But they got so excited about a silly thing. I mean, like, if you could have seen, we were all like, well, we were just really going to make s'mores. It's not that big a deal. But they got so excited. And so then now we've had blind taste tests of the chocolates, and we've had, every kind of s'more configuration you can think of. And it just became like this really fun, goofy thing we do. And now people call and say, is this that s'mores place? We're like, all right. So it's great.
That's funny. So, would you mind running through just a typical day as the owner and operator of the Black Bear Inn?
Well, okay, so you get up at 6 because another thing we discovered is if you're up there to see your guests off, they don't take things. So,
Makes sense.
it's part of the thing. So, they wouldn't really do that now anyway, but not everybody makes s'mores, so we just sort of get up really early to see them off.
Okay.
And plus, they might need stuff in the morning. So I get up at 6, I'm out there at 7, bringing them and seeing them off and everything. And then it's get everybody going that's cleaning rooms. And sometimes it's cleaning rooms, depending on who doesn't show up. I mean, when you're the owner, all the jobs that you can't get done, you do yourself.
Yeah.
And that has been, I have a YouTube plumbing degree, I have a YouTube tiling degree, I have a minor electrical degree, I have a YouTube, you just learn, when you have a guest coming for a room in 3 hours and the plumbing goes south, you figure it out. The plumber won't come. I had a plumber come one time and said, I just don't like doing this right now. And I said, I have a guest coming in, it'll make a couple hours. And he goes, well, I just don't want to do it. And he left. I was just about this side of hysterical. So I just went on YouTube and figured out how to do it. I mean, you just do what. See, the thing is, if you want to keep it going, you just find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
When you're the owner. If
Yeah.
you don't, if you're not committed to it, then you just quit. I discovered. But we
Okay.
can't quit. We want to keep it. So.
Yeah. So, the motel is a seasonal business for you.
Yeah.
So what are the dates that you're open?
We open June 1st, unless we get done if we get rooms spring cleaned a couple days early, then we'll just open them up for whoever's driving by.
Yeah.
But it's generally June 1st to the end of September because I stay open for this art conference that comes. It's so awesome.
Okay.
And then if I didn't have a life in Denver, I'd stay open through hunting season.
Okay.
But by the time October comes, I'm ready for a nap. So I'm going to go hibernate with the bears. So
Yeah. So then what do you do with it in the winter?
Oh my gosh, we borrow this really great friend of ours, we'll rent this great friend of ours, giant blower outer thing, compressor thing that's on the back of a truck, and we blow out all the pipes, and we put all the furniture in, and we clean all the rooms within an inch of their life, and we put sheets on everything, and we lock it down. So it's just closed in the winter, which is, it's always, when I drive away in the fall, I'm so sad. Because, but by then though, not this year, but by then usually all the flowers have died, so I'm okay leaving.
Yeah.
But it's just, in the summer it's so alive, and there's flowers everywhere, and there's people everywhere, and then in the fall there's it's fall, and fall's the most beautiful time there actually, but it's time to go home, so we leave.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, I want to thank you again for taking the time to answer a few questions about your business, the Black Bear Inn. Again, it's open from June 1st through late September. If you like swinging by and having a few s'mores. So, again, thank you. Thanks for your time.
Oh, sure.
And
Thanks for having me on.
absolutely.